because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Right 20, right 90.
A second down throw for Vic. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 45 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Flush to his right. Going deep. That is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Charles Clay, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football talk never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. It's caught. Beckham. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A pass for negative yards.
They're trying to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing out is Rodgers.
¿Mataron? No, ahora me estoy yendo a otro lado. ¡Ay, nuevo Cuatri! ¿Recién los viste? Voy al lugar más
In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick that won that time to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. They're bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Rodgers. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Left side here, caught by Clay. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Hey, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Charles Clay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more calls. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now Ross to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw is Rodgers. And they'll set up shot in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
Well, there were stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll get this one off to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention, but he also contributed in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. Vic readies to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Bell sheds him off. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. The safety that's out, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run him with Bell. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there, getting him to 1st. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
That's fine. Yeah.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. A screen to Bell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. He'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. That pass play wound. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Vic. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Line. 300. Alpha.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Double.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. Steps away to his left. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another game like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Vick with a give to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ray Lewis able to run him down for a loss of a yard. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken at the 3. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Hey, Delta! Load it! Load it!
Now it's the Boise State alone, J.J. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease so they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Delta!
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Say 180! Delta! Hey, go orange. Orange.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check, green 80!
Rivers now on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rivers looking long for Thomas. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And shutting him off, now open field. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
12.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down, Rivers. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. So here's Vic following the interception. Buying time to his left. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. This is Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, Vic. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller. He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big, big loss. 18 yards. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Vic. He's letting this one go for 4. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Vic to throw it, being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 190.
Here's Vic off the play fake for Sanders. He cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Calais Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Off the play fake, Vic. Out to his left. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
20.
Now Vic on 4th down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this Texans defense stands tall. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold. Behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Yeah, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17.
Struggling a little bit.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. Breaks through the contact. He's got Adams on the hookup. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, ready? 390.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready? 390. Red.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, 52.
Vic goes play action. And the pressure gets to him again. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Wait, 20.
This will be the final play of the half. Vic rolling to his left, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is fielded at the goal line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the carry, here's Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And some space here. Space to maneuver at the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush range. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Vic now from the 50. Flush to his right. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able for a first down.
They run with a Hall of Famer, Sanders. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
This is caught, but he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lorenzo Neal taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. But it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Delta! Load it! Load it!
To throw on 2nd down. Rivers forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Hey, Rocket!
A give to McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. And we're getting really close.
And he's going to be intercepted on third down. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Hey, let's go.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
190.
They'll run with Barry Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, it's Sanders looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Vick. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Vick steps away to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Despite the late lead, Vick's going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On play action, Vick dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, And it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 23 yards on the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Rivers on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On third down, it's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Vic to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.